Hello, today we will delve into a terrible story that caused a wide resonance in society. We will talk about Stuart Wilken, a murderer whose activities left a tragic mark in the lives of many people. This is a story about the dark side of human nature, about the horrors that can hide behind ordinary faces. Stuart Wilken was born in the early 1960s in a small town where, at first glance, everything seemed idyllic. But behind the carefree childhood years, a difficult reality hid. The Wilken family was going through many difficulties. Parents often quarreled, and little Stuart, according to neighbors, was often left alone with his thoughts. He did not know how to find a common language with his peers, which led to his social isolation. Adolescence was for Stuart the beginning of his attempts to follow the rules of a new life. However, instead he felt drawn to the criminal world. The reasons for this were various: the desire for attention, recognition, as well as the loss of moral guidelines. He began to get into the police for minor offenses, and even then he realized that he could manipulate people to his advantage. In the 1980s, Wilken's life took a terrible turn. His unpredictable behavior began to cross the line. Criminal activity became more and more aggressive. Wilken became involved in a series of people's disappearances, and although at first it was taken as a coincidence, it later became obvious that he was behind these disappearances. Stuart knew how to look completely innocent, and this is what helped him carry out his crimes. His victims were young women who were vulnerable and defenseless. According to some accounts, Wilken approached them as a good-natured stranger, offering help or friendship, but eventually turning it into a horror story. After a lengthy investigation, the police finally gathered enough evidence to arrest Wilken. In 1990, he was detained, and a process began that disturbed society. People were shocked. How could this happen? Why didn't anyone notice? Stuart showed no emotion during the trial, adding to the horror of an already disturbing case. Psychologists and criminologists tried to understand what caused such an atrocity. Was it psychological trauma from childhood, or was Wilken just born with behavioral abnormalities? These questions remain open to this day. Stuart Wilken embodies the terrible truth that even the most innocent-looking people can have a dark side. His story is a constant reminder of the importance of being careful and considerate of the people around us. Let's not forget the victims and their families, because every crime is not only an identity for the killer, but also a loss for those left behind. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Write in the comments what you think about this terrible story. See you soon.